The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 01 44 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for September the 4th, 2013. I'm live, it's now 23:40 here in Ireland, and I do apologise for the lateness in starting this show tonight. There was some technical difficulties, and that's why I just had to wait. It wasn't actually publishing to the stream. That's what usually happens when I connect to the server, and it just didn't connect for some strange reason, but thankfully we're all connected now, and obviously I do apologise for the lateness in this show. Okay, so if you'd like to get a reading on tonight's show, all you need to simply do is just email me. It is radio@irish-psychic.net. And again, I have the questions in already, so if you've sent in one of those questions, hopefully I will be answering your question on tonight's show, but there is still plenty of time to get in the questions as well, and all you need to do is just send in any particular question that may be troubling you at the moment, and again, I will try and get through them, and I'll try and answer as many of those questions as I can on tonight's show. So that email address, once again, is radio@irish-psychic.net. That's radio@irish-psychic.net, and make sure you put in that dash symbol, because if you don't put in that minus dash symbol, it's not going to, get through to the studio here, and I will not be able to answer your question. And once you do email the studio, you should receive back an email within 2 minutes of emailing me, and that's just to let you know that I've received your email and everything else is confirmed. So do stay with me. I'm here for the next 45 minutes, and I'll try and get through as many of the questions as I can on tonight's show. And I do apologise, there was no show on Monday either. I couldn't actually do the show on Monday, mainly because I was doing private readings, and priority goes to the private readings. So if you've purchased one of them, it is a 48, usually 24 to 48 hour period is the time, for the delivery of those. But if you would like to purchase a private reading, please do check out my website. It is irishpsychic.net, and there you'll be able to see the different options that I offer. There is mediumship readings, there is aura readings, there is mini readings, there is full psychic readings, and the main popular one then is the full 12-month psychic spread as well, and that is a full 25 to 30 minute reading, and it is the most popular reading on my website. This is Never Before, and it is Andy McGough. Do join me after this, where I'll be answering my first question sent in tonight's show.
Thinking about those yesterdays. Life goes on, it carries on. Life moves on, on and on. I look at the picture that I have of you, and in it I just see the happy times. You'll see the frustration there behind your eyes, doing the best that you can with life. Now those days are gone, and life without you must carry on. Life goes on, carries on. Life moves on and on. The day that I had to say goodbye to you, I'm not really knowing what to say or do. I still think of you, I still think of you. Now those days are gone, and life without you must carry on. Time marches on towards the setting sun, as life without you must carry on. Life goes on, it carries on. Life moves on and on and on.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're all very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. I do hope that you stay with me as long as you can, but even if you don't panic at all. The show is podcasted, so even if you decide now that you'd like to go to sleep, that is no problem at all. Just revisit my website, which is irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio tab, and you can just click that at any particular time you want tomorrow or the next day, up until 9:10 p.m, because then it's gone into a folder there where you'd actually have to click into the folder to download it there. But it's best if you just kind of subscribe as well. You can also subscribe to the show by just going into iTunes and then clicking or searching for the Irish Psychic Show, and then just click subscribe, and you'll always get the latest show here on the show. Okay, so the first person I'd like to read for, and there is loads of questions. I am over the moon with all the questions that have come in to the show, so thank you very much for sending in those questions. Okay, so the first person I'd like to read for is Samantha Hamrick, and Samantha has just asked the question: I'd love for a free reading if you have any messages for me. What a wonderful thing to do, thanks. And that's from Sam, and then underneath that it says sent from my US cellular smartphone. So all the way over in the US. I don't know what time it's going to be when you're listening to the show, Samantha, but again, you will be able to listen to your reading as well. So I do hope that you enjoy your reading, and do tell your friends and your family about the show as well. And that goes for all the people listening into the show as well tonight. Please do tell your friends and family. I do try and go live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. as much as I can. And unfortunately, some days I don't get a chance to go on air, mainly because the private readings take priority and I do have to get them done. And when they all build up, I do try and get out as many of those private readings as I can. Okay, so they just told me to stop, Samantha, and I'm just laying out the cards now, and this is in relation to just the question. I just wanted to find out if there's any particular question that you wanted to find out. Okay. Right, very, very mixed messages here coming at the moment, Samantha, and the messages that are coming in from Spirit are: we have the Ace of Cups in the upright position. That's actually the love card. We have the Awakening card, that's in the upright position. We have the Happiness card, that's in the upright position. And we also have the Five of Swords, and that's in the reversed position. Now, it's quite interesting here because the Five of Swords is always about escape, and the Two of Swords kind of surrounds that particular card as well. And when the swords come up, it's always about kind of conflict, and it's always about kind of battles and things like that, and that's usually what the swords indicate. Now, because they're both after coming up here, Samantha, regarding the Ace of Cups, that's always to do with relationship. It's like if there is some difficulty at the moment, and that can be within the relationship that you're in at the moment. Now, it may not necessarily be just the person that you're with at the moment. It's like if I'm picking up kind of a younger male here. So again, let me know if you can. It's always good to let me know with the feedback. So you're more than welcome to just email me again after you get this reading, and I hope you do listen into the show. What they are indicating here, that things will clear out, and when I say clear out, things will get better. It's going to take a little bit of time, though. The way they're giving me the message, Samantha, is just to give them a little bit of space. It's like if everything is happening at once, and maybe they are conflicting with what. It's like the way they're kind of giving the message is, it's like if this person wants to go away and you're saying no, or vice versa. It's like if there's kind of a conflict of interest in terms of the roles. I suppose that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But it's like if there's, you're the person who should have the power, but then there's the younger person who feels that, no, they have the power. And you're always going to have that. It's like if it's just, teenagers, that kind of thing. It's like if there's an issue here regarding a younger male here. Now, the good news, like I've mentioned, is the Happiness card come up, otherwise known as the Sun card. So I don't feel that there's going to be anything major. I feel that everything's going to be okay. I feel that you will be able to sort this out, but it will take at least 7 weeks for this to be sorted out. So I hope that makes sense, Samantha. And thank you very much for sending in your question as well. And please, if you can you just email me back to let me know, what you thought of the reading as well. It's always good to get feedback here on the show as well. And if you'd like a private reading, don't forget, I am available. It is irishpsychic.net, and all you have to do is just click on whichever reading that you want regarding that. Okay, so the next question is from... They don't have a name, but their email address, I'm not going to call it out, but it's Frankie. So I hope you know who it is. It's Frankiel, so that's all I'm going to give. And my question is Dean Perrin Francis Selvin soulmate. Okay, no problem at all. So I hope you're listening into the show. So I'm just shuffling the cards, and you're just wondering with regards Dean Perrin. What a lovely name. I'm just shuffling the cards now, as you can hear when they tell me to stop, which was actually just now. I'm just laying out the cards now. A lot of people as well get too hung up, I suppose, with regards, the term soulmate, and am I supposed to be with this person? The easiest thing to ask yourself, excuse me, and this is, for all the people out there in relationships, is, does your partner make you happy? Does your partner make you laugh? Does your partner look after you? And that's something that you need to ask yourself, because it's pointless if, you're going to a psychic and they say that the person that you're with is not for you. And as much as, if that's the honest answer that you want, that's fine. But when you're with someone, we always learn something from someone. And we always, you always have to kind of take someone for what they are rather than what you want them to be. It's very, very easy to kind of think, oh, do you know what? I want this person to be like, this person down the road, or I want this person to be like my friend, my friend's partner, etc. You're with that person for a specific reason, and you're with that person to learn something. So you need to be careful of what it is that you're putting out there as well, and what it is that you want within the relationship. And that, kind of goes for you as well, Frankie, in terms of, what I'm kind of picking up here in relation to the, the question that you've asked. Because you actually have the Lover's card, otherwise known as the Horseman of Cups. That's actually in the reverse position. So at the moment, I kind of feel that there's some difficulty around, Dean Perrin. It's like if there's kind of, it's like if you're unsure, and it's like if you're kind of thinking, you know, what's ahead, and you kind of want everything down written on paper. And that's not the way a relationship works. A relationship has to start off just like anything, and then it builds and builds and builds, and then it's up to you how you progress within the relationship as well, because what you put in the relationship is what you'll get out of the relationship as well. If you don't make an effort in the relationship, and likewise your partner, well, then that's obviously going to have a conflict, and it's not going to, you know, be any much good for, you know, the relationship for both of you. So that's something that they're kind of indicating here. I do see, however, though, with regards to the Four of Wands here, they are indicating here that there's kind of a 4-month period for things to kind of change here in relation to that. So I'm not going to say is he your soulmate, but what I am going to say is sometimes you need to work upon a relationship for things to work out. So I hope that makes sense, and thank you very much as well. Frankel, I think it's Frankel, that's your email address anyway, so Frankel, I hope that has answered your question. Okay, time for another reading before we take another commercial break. As I've said, I'm trying to get through as many people as I can on tonight's show. The next person is Mark O'Callaghan, and Mark has just asked the question: hi, how are you? Came across your Facebook page and was wondering if you could help me at all. Student looking for some guidance on a few things. How do readings work? Do I need to ask a question or attach a picture? Thanks. Well, good news for you, Mark. You have to ask specifically nothing, because Spirit will actually answer that for you. And it's always good to see what Spirit have to say there in relation to maybe something that's going on in your life at the moment. So as you can hear, Mark, I'm just shuffling the cards. And when Spirit tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. And I'll lay out the cards for your reading. And again, like Mark, if you have no specific question, just email the show. It's radio@irish-psychic.net, and psychic is spelled Psychic, so do make sure that you spell psychic correctly. Okay, they just told me to stop, Mark, and I'm just laying out the cards now. So there was no particular question, you just wanted to find out what's going on in your life at the moment, and that's no problem at all. There's kind of a few blockages around you at the moment here, Mark, in terms of directions and, you know, where it is that you want to go. And I know there that you said that you're a student, you're looking for some guidance, but you do have the 10 of Wands here in the reverse position, and the 10 of Wands is always about new directions and going, I suppose, in a different path, or kind of choosing a different path. Sometimes when this particular card comes up in the reverse position, the quick answer to your question is to say no, stay where you are. Maybe you're looking for a change. The answer is no, stay where you are. Sometimes things can be quite difficult, but when you put your mind to things and you ask for a little bit of help, maybe, you know, talk to your tutors, etc., I think everything else will work out there in relation to that. And the reason why I'm saying that here, Mark, is you have the learning card, which is the 7 of coins. I'm not too sure what it is that you're studying, but they are indicating here with regards to the 8 of scepters, it is kind of something to do with legal or law or something like that, or on that kind of wavelength, or something that maybe, you know, something that you might be interested in. Again, I'm not too sure, but usually when this particular card comes up, it's always very, very positive, and that the outcome is going to be good. They're also indicating here, like any student, Mark, you have to be careful of your financial situation, and that's apparent here from the 10 of coins. Sometimes, you know, going out when you don't have the money, even though your friends want you to go out, although you may feel it's a good thing, it's not a good thing. Just say that you don't have the money, because they may be getting their money, you know, from their parents, and if you're borrowing money from different people, etc., or from your parents, it's going to have a negative effect on them as well, because that's not what your parents are there for. Your parents are there to support you, but it's not to support you going out all the time. And I'm not saying that you are, but you just need to be careful of that, because they're indicating here with regards to the 10 of coins that there is some difficulty there in relation to the financial side of things. And finally then, Mark, the final thing that I want to say there is in relation to your own love life. We have the 6 of cups in the upright position, and we also have the 3 of cups in the reverse position. And it's quite interesting that both the cups come up here, especially the 3 of cups, because the 3 of cups is actually about commitment. And like I've mentioned there with regards to relationships, what you put into a relationship is what you'll actually get out. So you need to be careful what it is that you're putting into, you know, to the relationship. And if you want a relationship to work, you need to put all your energy into that. And that goes for all the listeners of the Irish Psychic Show. And one thing to do, Mark, as well, is to do an affirmation. An affirmation is a change of thought, and all you need to say to yourself is just, I love and approve of myself, and all is well in my life. And I can guarantee things will change for the better there. And that goes for everyone there that may be having some difficulties there. So I do hope that has answered your question, Mark, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question. Time for a quick break and a bit of music. If you'd like to get a reading on tonight's show, there is only 20 minutes left, so please do send in your question. It is radio@irish-psychic.net. Do join me after this. Time for a commercial break.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
I can't help hearing the lies. I can't help letting them inside. These words have gotten me low and got me high. You stand and guard at my door, allowing me to be more than what they say, allowing me to be strong and live my way. You make me beautiful, believing in me, make me beautiful and deep within. I find the best side of myself. I know no one else makes me feel beautiful like you. My dreams are never too wild. My words are never laughed off or brushed aside. You make me feel like a star that's not outshine. You make me beautiful, believing in me, make me beautiful and deep within. I find the best side of myself. I know no one else makes me
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 5 minutes past midnight here in Ireland, so wherever you are in the world, you're very welcome to the show. And I'm not too sure when you're going to be listening to the show, because you can catch this show at any particular time, but now I am live on air. But if you do click play on either the app, which is Spreaker, or via my website, again, you're very welcome to do so. But I do apologise if you are listening now and you're kind of thinking, well, where's my reading? And the first thing I'll have to ask is, have you sent in your question? Well, if you have not done so, and maybe you didn't get a reading on tonight's show, but if you have not sent in your question, please do tell your friends and your family that they too could get a reading on tonight's show. And there is still a little bit of time for them to send in their question. All they need to do is just simply email. It is radio@irish-psychic.net. And don't spell out the DASH. I'm just saying dash on air, just so you know it's the minus symbol. And hello there to Samantha, all the way from the USA. I do hope now, Samantha, you're listening to us live. And Samantha, I think, downloaded the wrong app, because if you spell Spreaker wrong, a lot of people are actually just typing in speaker rather than Spreaker. And I know it is quite confusing, so I don't blame you at all for doing that there, Samantha. But I do have to stress as well, Samantha, usually I don't say this. I don't actually tell people if they've had a reading or not, but you were one of the first people I read for on tonight's show. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, what'll I do? How will I listen back to it? All you simply need to do is just continue on listening into the show now. And when I go off air, you'll see there, it'll say the Irish Psychic Show, September the 4th. And then you just simply click play again, and then you'll be able to hear your reading. And I think it was the second or first reading. I'm not too sure which. I think it was the first reading, actually. So you'll be able to listen back to that. You won't be able to listen to it now. You'll just have to wait, actually, till I go off air. So I don't usually do that, but seeing as you had a little bit of difficulties there finding the app, and you messaged me there via Facebook, I said I would tell you. But it was a lovely reading for you as well. So do just wait till I finish and I'm off air, and then click play again. And I do apologise, I'm after putting up, rather than putting up September, I put up something strange, and I did type it in, but for some reason it came up as AEPT something mad. So I'll fix that just when I go off air. Okay, so we'll continue on, and we'll see who's next for a reading. And if you've just joined me now, you may have got a reading at the start of the show, just like Samantha, so you will have to listen back to the show in order to get a reading there. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for is Donna Ikago. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And you're just finding out there with regards, the message here is, she passed away recently and I want to know if she knew I was with her in hospital. Thank you. I'm not too sure, because it's just a short message there, but we'll see what comes up, Donna. And usually when I do mediumship readings, it can take 10 minutes to get into kind of a trance state, and that's why I don't really focus on the mediumship readings on the radio. I usually do them as a private message. But what I am actually going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards. So I'm asking that person to connect with me, and hopefully I can connect with that person for Donna as well. And just as I'm kind of reading for you, Donna, I'm kind of feeling a little bit out of breath. I'm feeling this kind of pain in my lungs, in my chest, and it's just kind of this wheezing feeling that I'm kind of feeling. It's like if this kind of it's like if there's an oxygen mask on me and I'm kind of finding it difficult to breathe. So I'm not too sure if that was connected to this particular person, but I'm kind of made feel like that, and that's the way Spirit is kind of making me feel at the moment. And they just keep showing me, the way they're giving me the message is they just keep showing me you holding their hand, and I kind of feel that yes, they were definitely aware of you with this particular person in hospital. Now I'm going to just lay out 3 cards just to see what this person has to say as well. And I'm not too sure of this lady's name, because usually they don't really pass on that kind of information. Right, and gorgeous cards to find here in terms of the message that she wants to pass on here, Donna. You have the 3 of Coins, which is the commitment card, and on that particular card there is the ring and the love heart. And it just shows, usually when this card comes up, it's to do with a relationship, and it's to do with a connection to someone. And in this case, it's a huge connection to this lady that you had. And I really do feel that this person was really, really very, 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 very grounded, I suppose, is the best way I'm kind of picking up this lady. Very, very secure in her own shoes. And I know that may sound strange, but that's the way they're giving the message, and I just have to pass on, the way they're kind of giving the message. A little bit of, I'm not going to say, she had to kind of sort out different things within the family, but it's like if there was a lot of conflict around her, and I'm not too sure why there was a little bit of conflict around her, because you have the 9 of Swords, and it's like if there's still difficulties around that. It's like if there's still issues that are still I suppose the way they're giving the message is it's like if they're still simmering, and like just kind of a pot of stew or a pot of soup on the boil. It's like if it's still simmering and there's stuff still waiting to kind of happen. So just be careful of that. Be prepared for that, Donna, and as much as you can, be prepared for that as well. Overall, again, I hope that is I know it's a really, really short message. I do try and get through as many messages as I can on this show, but if you would like a further in-depth reading on that or a mediumship reading, again, just see my website, which is irishpsychic.net, and the mediumship readings start at €13. And a mediumship reading again goes into the connection with that person as well, and you're very welcome to ask a question for that reading as well, because I usually use the tarot as well as connecting directly to spirit as well. And again, if you do purchase one of those mediumship readings, it can take 48 hours to 72 hours for that reading to come through. Usually because I like to sit down, like I've mentioned, go into a trance state, and that usually takes 10-15 minutes, and it's just connecting with people around me, and that's usually the way I do the reading there. Okay, so we'll continue on, and the next person, I love this name of the person, and the name of the person is Mosey Boo. So you're very welcome to the show, Mosey Boo. And hello, my name's Moses and I live in Sacramento, California. Just wondering what message Spirit has for me. No problem at all, Mosey. I like that email actually, Mosey Boo. It's very interesting. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, Mosey. Or Moses, should I say, sorry, apologies. Okay, they just told me to stop, which is quite quick. I'm just looking at the cards now, Moses. Right, they're very, very interested around a work situation here, Moses. And I'm not too sure if you're self-employed or it's something that you're thinking of doing, because it's like if I'm picking up that there's a message here that you need to connect with someone, and this is a younger male here. I'm not too sure if you're hiring someone or thinking of taking on someone. There's something around this particular younger male here. Usually this person will be a Scorpio, and that's the Youth of Swords indicated there. You also have the Star card. The Star card is the wish card, so definitely if you can continue on concentrating on what it is that you want to happen, because usually when the Star card comes out, it's basically your wish is going to be granted. And I'm not going to say that you're going to win the lottery or anything like that, Moses, but usually when the Star card comes up, it's a very, very positive card to find, especially where you want something to happen. Maybe you want a relationship to start, or you want, to come into some financial gain, etc. So do really, really think positive here as well in relation to that. There is, however, with regards to the 8 of coins, that's in the reverse position. I'm not too sure if it's a legal case or something like that going on at the moment. I do feel, however, it's going to be positive, because you have the 5 of scepters, and that's in the upright position. And usually when the 5 of scepters comes up in the upright position, it is the symbol of luck as well. But they are indicating, however, it's going to be a 9-month period for things to change here in relation to that. They're kind of making sure, and the way they're giving me the message here, Moses, is just to make sure all your paperwork is correct. And what I mean by that is make sure that you're reading along the dotted lines, and that you are concentrating on what it is that you need to kind of get focused on. Because it's like if you're, I'm not going to say gone off the beaten track, but that's where they're giving the message. It's like if you've gone off a different path and you're not concentrating on the most important things. So please, if you can, do that for me, please. Okay, time for another bit of break, or another commercial break, should I say, and another bit of music. I'm here for the next 6 minutes. There is still a little bit of time to get in your reading for the show. I will try and get through another 3 readings after this, and all you need to do is just simply email radio@irish-psychic.net. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
What's on your mind? Don't worry about consequence. Don't worry about time. Say what's in your soul. Tell me your everything. I want to know. I won't turn my back on you, won't turn my back on you. I'll listen carefully, I'll listen carefully. I will be, and I will be, and stand by me now. You'll be my hero. Don't worry about how I'll let it all go. Don't hang on to anything. Don't do it for show. I won't turn my back on you, won't turn my back on you. I'll make you proud of me, you'll be so proud of me. I will be, and I will be, and I will be here for you. Here for me. Say what's on your mind. Don't worry about consequence. Don't worry about time.
never knew what to say. All your tears, they're gray. And have you ever been? Have you ever seen? Have you ever been? Have you ever seen fire?
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. With the blink of an eye, I can see my whole life mapped in front of me. There's no way to deny, and there's no way I can hide. The things that you do to me would make you think there's a destiny. Look at us now, you and me. I hope tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. And I don't know what will come tomorrow, and I don't know if we face defeat. With our lives, I can feel a happiness wash over me. Remember the day that we met, not knowing what to expect, and all the days spent away, seeing the world in a different way. The bottles of wine and the time to enjoy what's on the other one's mind. It comes again, another day to see the wonders of this world, another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. And I'm afraid there's only 2 more left for a reading. I did say 3, but I'm not going to have time, I'm afraid. It is getting late here in Ireland. It is now coming up to 12:30 in Ireland. And we do have to go sleep, unfortunately. But if you have missed the show, I am going off air, like I've mentioned, in the next 10 minutes. And once I'm off air, you can listen back to the show. So if you did get a reading with me, please do check it out. And do get in contact after you get the reading as well. It's always good to get that feedback as well. And please do tell your friends and family about the show. The show goes live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. Irish time. Even if you're in a different location, it makes no difference. You can still listen in whenever it is that you choose. Just make sure that you do confirm what time 11 p.m. is here in Ireland. But again, like I've mentioned, if you missed the show, you can just, get the podcast. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for, and thank you very much as well for all the people who have sent in all the questions tonight. There was over 50 people that have sent in their emails for tonight's show. And if you would like to be hopefully selected for Friday night's show, all you need to do is simply email me again on radio@irish-psychic.net, and do try and get through as fast as you can, because it's always good to get those emails in as quick as you can. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to read for, the second last person, it is Sarah Doyle. And Sarah has just asked the question, could I have a reading please on career? And that was sent in from your iPhone. No problem at all, Sarah. Well, I do hope that you have the iPhone app, which is Spreaker. And if you have not got the app, please do download it. It is Spreaker. Search for Irish Psychic. Subscribe to it. You can join up using your Facebook account. And then you'll always get the show via your phone, and you can listen to it whenever it is that you want. Okay, so they've just told me to stop, Sarah, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, quite interesting cards come up here. We have the moving card in the reverse position, and when the moving card comes up in the reverse position, Sarah, sometimes things take a little bit longer than we anticipated for things to work out in terms of career. So it's not something that you need to kind of worry about. It's like if you're putting too much pressure on yourself for things to kind of go, do you know what? I need this kind of I need this kind of now if I can. And it's quite the opposite. Just take things at your own pace. Don't be thinking that things have to happen, overnight and everything's going to, be all rosy. It's not. There may be some challenges ahead. And the reason why I'm saying that here is you have the 8 of coins in the reverse position, and you also have the Temperance card here as well. Now, when the Temperance card comes up, that is quite the spiritual card, and it's one of the major cards. And a major card here just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards, because it's actually in the reverse position. I'm not too sure if you yourself have done readings in the past or have kind of got communication from spirit. Usually when the spiritual card comes up and it's in the reverse position, it's like if you need to ask spirit for their help. And this goes for anyone out there. You can all do it just before you go to sleep at night time. Just ask your spirit guide. You don't need to know the name of your spirit guide. You just simply put that thought out there and just say before you go to sleep, please spirit guide me. And I can guarantee you will have probably a dream that night in terms of what is going to kind of happen and what things are kind of coming up in your life. And it's always good to listen to your dreams as well. I know you may kind of think to yourself, well, how do I remember a dream? Even just by saying, I want to remember my dream for the morning, just by putting that thought into your head again, it'll have that positive effect on you, and you will remember some things within your dream. And you'll often find as well with regards to dreams, if someone comes in to communicate with you from maybe spirit, it will be a sign from them that they want to kind of pass on a message, and always be open to those messages as well. And that's kind of the message here from, you know, from spirit as well for you, yourself there, Sarah. So overall, the message is not to kind of go anywhere. You had the moving card there, it was in the reverse position. Don't be thinking that you have to move, or that if you wanted to change, etc. It's not going to happen just yet. So just hang in there for the moment if you can. So I hope that makes sense, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question. And finally, the last person that I'd like to read for, their name on the email is MEA, and it's from Corish. I hope that you're listening to the show, and I hope you're or I hope you recognize your email address. I'm not going to call it out obviously, but that's part of the email address. It just says Corish, and the name there on the email is me. I think it's Mia, but it doesn't look like Mia, but it's MEA. And you just wanted to find out, hi, can I get a reading please? No problem at all. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the card, and again we have another iPhone user. It's always good to have the iPhone users. And when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, they just told me to stop. Right, well, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is one of the major cards, and again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on this particular card. Because it's in the reverse position, they're kind of saying here, don't be taking chances, or don't be kind of thinking that you can... The way they're kind of giving the message, Mia, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, it's like if I see you going into a boxing ring without any protection on. It's like if there's no gloves on you, no guard or anything, don't be letting people get the better of you. It's like if there's kind of something around an issue here where family get involved and they're kind of picking up on you, and they're kind of saying you should do this and you should that, should do that. It's like if they just need to mind their own business. So you need to be careful of that, and don't let people get the better of you either. Is a kind of key message here. Now you also have the Horseman of Cups, and that's in the upright position. Really, really positive card to find, and it just shows here the love that surrounds you at the moment. It's like if maybe you've been thinking that things are quite difficult, or things aren't going in the right direction. Well, don't be worrying, and don't be kind of fretting to yourself that everything is not working out. It will work out, but it's just a matter of making sure that you look after yourself as well. And finally, there you have the Enchantress card as well. That's one of the major cards, and that's after coming up in the reverse position. And because the Enchantress card is after coming up, Mia, in the reverse position, you need to be careful of who you are as a person. And the reason why I'm saying that is it's very, very easy to lose touch with who we are as people, and it's very, very easy to lose touch with who we are as a person as well. And it's always good to just take time out to yourself and do whatever it is that you want. Go to the cinema on your own, go into town and buy yourself a new top, go for a cup of coffee on your own, read a book, etc. But just know who you are as a person, and don't be thinking that everyone else rules the roost, etc. You are that person in control, and you're that person in control of your life as well. And that's something that you need to take a handle on as well, and take a grasp on as well. And you need to look after yourself a little bit more as well, because I feel that you're not looking after yourself. I feel that people are just taking you for granted, and that's something that I don't like, and it shouldn't happen anywhere. So if that's happening, stop it immediately if you can. And I hope that makes sense, and I do apologise, it is so short as well. But I do apologise. If you would like a further in-depth reading on that as well, please contact me and just purchase one of those private readings with me. And like I've mentioned, private readings start from €15, or should I say they start from actually the €3 reading is the one question reading, and they go right up to the full 12-month reading as well. But usually the majority of people get the 15 card reading, and you can ask 5 questions with that, and that is €15, which is £13, which is I think $17. So do check out my website, do check out the private readings that I offer, and you will have that reading within a 24-hour to 48-hour period. Once again, can I just say thank you very much for joining me on the Irish Psychic Show. That is it for another edition. I will be back hopefully on Friday if I don't have loads of private readings. Usually if I have private readings and they need to be done, I usually cannot get on air. I do my best to though, but it is taking an hour out of the private readings, so that's why usually I can't get on. But I do hope that you enjoy the show tonight. Do tell your friends and family about the show. Tell your friends about the Facebook page as well. Click them, or tell them to click like on the page. There is different competitions that are launched there as well, and to be in with a chance of winning one of those private readings with me, you just need to be a fan of my page. So do just click on my page, click share, and share it out as much as you can across the globe there. Thank you once again for all the people who have joined me, and to the new member as well, Samantha. You're very welcome to the show as well, and I do hope you stay in contact with the show as well. Take care. For myself, Irish Psychic, take care. Good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.